night feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Like she has like a Freudian slip. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me search it up. There's a clip where she like slips up. You know what I'm talking about? Go to whose YouTube video? Oh, it was about to play? Oh, my bad.
Some of the clips, but I've just done like a full breakdown on my channel, Trap More Ross. I've done like a 40-minute plus breakdown of all the murders, all of the news reports on the murders that she was allegedly involved in, the mental asylum that she was apparently checked into, where she avoided any accountability for this first alleged murder. And it's just insane. I cannot believe it. I actually am in shock. I can't believe this is real. Chrisean Rock needs to be in jail, all right? That's what it seems like. Allegedly, in my opinion, all right? I think she needs to be in jail. This is insane.
It's a lot. Get into it, yeah, it's good.
Fuck it, killed me last year at my student housing, bro, because my student housing was a Henry Sex Trafficking apartment building. Oh. So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to go to school, I'm trying to run track. And my student housing stopped us for real. So we still not off that story. So after I killed that nigga, oh, I didn't kill him, my ex-boyfriend did.
Nigga, what?
He ended up, what happened? What's happening to him? I don't know, he in jail for like 4 months. Then we go to court. It's like it's this one court case that really just ended the murder case. Boom, because it's self-defense, bro. But they get a gun charge, and they're like, all right, you gotta do half, and half was 8, and you already did 4. So they was like, yeah, you only got 4 left. So you only got.
Yo, why people kept saying that Blueface ruined Chrisean? Nigga, Chrisean sound like she's a demon. Nigga, like she sound like she's from the rack. Shit, I know Baltimore ain't no joke either, but damn.
Man, I thought Chrisean Rock was bad after hearing that she might have alleged.
Hold on, we got to go to Trap Lil Raw's video, bro. This is insane.
So Chrisean Rock. It happened allegedly on February the 9th, 2017, when May Ann Atiliano Siasen was killed inside her home. This is the news reporting on that.
32-year-old Mayanne Adelano Saison was alive Thursday morning when her family members left for work and school from the home on the 3800 block of Perryhurst Place in Nottingham. When her relatives returned at about 5 p.m., they called police.
They were called out for a medical emergency, and when they arrived at the home, they found a woman who was on the floor inside the house. She had some sort of trauma to the upper portion of her body.
Saison was dead at the scene. Police don't know how long she was dead, but in the home with her body was a little girl.
They don't believe that the 4-year-old was a witness to the event, but the 4-year-old they do believe was in the house at the time. The 4-year-old is the daughter of the decedent.
Police say Saison is the mother of multiple children who were part of the group of relatives who discovered her body upon their return to the home. Police don't have any suspects or motives so far, but they are confident about one thing.
We don't believe that there is a random killer out there. We do believe that in one way or another, this woman was an intended victim.
Police officials say detectives are waiting for the autopsy results before finalizing what the manner of death was. We're live in Towson. George Lettuce, WBAL, TV 11 News.
So, excuse me, mind the academics there. So what's crazy about this? One, they've got the comments turned off, so that's always a bit suspicious. But basically,
they turn it off for most cases. I'm not gonna lie. For most like sensitive stuff like that, they'll turn it off.
A lot of information now going around, and I informed you of this in a previous video, okay, that basically r/exposing Chrisean Rock was kind of, going crazy right now with a lot of alleged activity exposing Chrisean.
And there would be a few posts about this murder that tried to connect her to it. Somebody said, has anyone looked into the case of Mayan Ataliana Siasen? Could be a stretch, but it's a cold case in Maryland, and I read somewhere allegedly a suspect was underage and they weren't able to do anything because she was put into a mental facility. They said, and of course, when I'm trying to find that now, I can't, but here it is. Someone said, I was trying to find the woman's name on the old Reddit. Unfortunately, it was deleted, but yeah, I heard a lot of things behind it being Chrisean. So this was an article. It said Siasen was killed from trauma to the upper body. Police believe the killing. They don't believe the killing was random. She'd been found by the family returning home. Back in 2017, a spokesperson for the police said, we actually need help from the public to give us any information they may have, anything they may have seen, anything they may have heard. Someone said, I remember reading on here that it was a botched burglary and she beat the woman to death. Her godfather got her into an expensive mental hospital. That's why she didn't finish high school. I don't know if any of it's true, but I do vividly remember reading that on here. Plus the man in LA, plus Ronnie. This is all alleged, of course. They're saying, yep, rumor is Shepard Pratt. They're saying that's the one good memory. This is all alleged, right? People saying I got chills when I saw that. What was the original comment? We don't know. As of 3 days ago, the crime is still unsolved. Very, very bizarre. Very strange, okay? So there's another post going around on the Chrisean Rock subreddit about this incident. It says, this is where she supposedly was at after killing a woman. Now, I may be wrong about the story, but this is the place, the Shepard Pratt Townsend campus. And I guess this is like a mental health facility, mental health service, where she apparently, this is, I'm not going to lie, this is like some Arkham Asylum shit. I didn't know that she was really on this type of stuff like this, but this is terrifying. It says they should have kept her fucking ass in there. Demon, supposedly she escaped the place and made an appearance to audition live in Blue's house, and that's how it all started. What? Brother, she needs to be stopped. I would like to know more, though, because I read somewhere in this sub, and it didn't go into much detail. It says, of course she did. Demonic little girl was always slithering out of something somehow. That's something I'm interested in because I believe that shit. She was probably like 18. I don't got to be in here. And boom. And her and Ronnie took off to LA. So I hate how they seal violent crimes for juveniles when they stay in juvenile court. You can have a murderer right beside you that did time and never know it. At 17-year-olds, you know that robbing and killing someone is wrong. Had she gone to actual prison, Ronnie would be alive and Junior wouldn't exist. Junior's crazy. The gist shortly after people, if they.
I want to get
time seeing the devil, dealing with the devil.
She was never tried. Double jeopardy doesn't apply. She could absolutely be charged, tried, and convicted. That's insane. That is insane. Oh, I can't believe it. So look, before his death, okay, Ronnie Doe actually talked about this July 2019 incident while he was in Los Angeles with Chrisean Rock and his friend Draco. So this is what you had to say about it back then.
Me, Chrisean, and one of my buddies from my neighborhood, we were all moving out to LA.
Were you pursuing music as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that where she gets the rock star themed music from?
I'm not really sure.
Because you said she stole your music.
Yeah, I mean, she has, but she probably stealing other people's stuff too, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so go back. So you're about to move to LA and what happened?
So we about to move into a building downtown. And
downtown LA?
Downtown LA.
Okay.
It was between like 20th and Adams, like right up the street from the Staples Center.
Okay.
Could walk there from there. So I believe we got caught up, wrong place, wrong time. I believe we were in the middle of like a brothel.
A what?
A brothel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I say that because
I feel like he's being really careful. Bear in mind, Chrisean's in other videos, right, saying that he did it and he's got to be careful, but he's beefing with her at this point. So it's like he a street dude, but then also he trying to keep it solid and not snitch on her, but at the same time not snitch on himself. And he's the one that's taking the rap for this. It's crazy.
Of all of the things that my lawyer pointed out to me, all of the things that we seen through this situation and the background of the individual who ultimately lost their life. It was a lot of signs pointing toward pimping and pandering. Like, Los Angeles is known for 304. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, people on Reddit are saying that that's what Chrisean was on back in the day, right? But so he's basically saying that the guy who they killed, allegedly, it might have been a pimp, might have had something to do with what was going on over there with the S-work trade. And I mean, I don't mean he deserved to be murdered, but it turned out allegedly was a self-defense situation.
So I think he was trying to scare us off, break her, and put her on a blade. That's what I think. So
you think they were trying to traffic Chrisean?
Yeah.
Okay, and so what happened? Like, it was a pimp. You had a...
So this...
I feel like, look at him thinking, like, how can I say this without saying...
Definitely. 100% he's trying to, like, say this in a what would my lawyer say type of way.
Really happened.
I don't want to be overwhelming, but I gotta be transparent.
Yeah.
This was a...
Yo, Chrisean got bodies for real, huh? Niggas said like Chrisean the little Jeff of the whole game.
A spiritual interaction for me.
Bloodhound Chrisean is crazy.
This was one of my first times seeing the devil, dealing with the devil, looking at the devil in his face.
Yeah, her face, you mean, right?
So the individual who lost their life, he came out of the building and he was like walking to his car. Chrisean's on the phone. So she like, I don't know how they attract to each other, but somehow they attract. And I'm going to get to that later. So my boy Draco, he's like, bro, where your girl at? I'm like, around the corner somewhere. Like, let's walk to the corner. I'm pretty sure we'll see her. We walk to the corner. Chrisean standing with the individual.
Why is Chrisean just talking to a pimp?
She likes to introduce God to people's life. So she tried to save this individual. She tried to say a prayer with him, which is her way of thinking somebody's going to be saved. This individual seen that as a weakness. So we are praying in a circle, and it's me, Chrisean, Draco, and the individual.
I don't believe this. You really... This guy's full of shit, right?
She walks out. He walks out and said, where your girl at? They walk down the road or around the corner, and she's praying with the guy, so they join the prayer. All four of them praying. And the guy's a pimp.
You really mean to tell me Chrisean was out here trying to do Bible studies on the blade with a pimp, and then she introduced him to God and then killed him? What on earth are you talking? This is nonsense, all right? But this guy's got to be careful.
As we all start praying, it was like I started having an out-of-body experience. I start yelling. I start screaming.
Oh, this nigga think he Quando Rondo now, man.
Like you were speaking in tongues or something?
Yeah.
Sounds like you murdered someone. This is incriminating.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow.
So Chrisean calms me down. Draco calms me down. I get myself together. We come back to our prayer circle, and now the individual who's standing directly across from me, he's doing the same thing, except the tongues won't come out. It's like he's yelling, but no words is coming out, no sound. So it's like, I took that as the demon was trying to come up out of him, but he wouldn't let it go.
Wait, what?
And I'm going to get to why. So ultimately, as things roll on, we about to go into this building and take a shower. This building is set up like a college dorm. It's a shared shower and a shared bathroom. So me and Chrisean are in one shower and my buddy Draco's in the next. The individual, he just started doing a bunch of erratic behavior, walking back and forth. When I was able to see this on surveillance, when I looked at it with my lawyer, walking back and forth, pacing back and forth. So he walks to his house and gets a water bottle.
Is he trying to say this pimp was having an exorcism?
No label on it. It's just a clear bottle. But he's chugging. So he walks in the bathroom, then he comes out. He has his shirt lifted up above his belly, and he's rubbing his belly in like just a weird way. So
I'm sorry, but this just sounds like the biggest pile of bullshit I've ever seen. Let's keep listening, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, you really telling me that you was on the blade with a pimp doing Bible studies in the street, and then you went and took a shower with your girl, and then the guy came back, and he was possessed by it. What the fuck are you talking about? This is cap.
So my buddy finishes showering, and he tries to get him to come to his house.
We don't get enough liquid D3. We don't get enough vitamin D.
Oh, what's this?
I'm like, what's going on? I open the door, had like a little pocket knife.
So he's saying the guy pulled out a knife. Right now it's starting to sound like a self-defense scenario, but like after you're saying he was possessed by a demon and then he pulled out a knife and put a knife to your friend.
Why did they invite the nigga into the house?
My man's out and put the knife on his neck. He had like a little pocket knife.
So he's saying the guy pulled out a knife. Right now it's starting to sound like a self-defense scenario, but like after you're saying he was possessed by a demon and then he pulled out a knife and put a knife to your friend's neck. I don't know, I'm not buying it.
Choked him out in a good little L and put the blade on the back of his neck. So now my man's scared. So he at the point he comes up to the door, banging on me and Chrisean door now. So I'm like, What's going on? I opened the door, like Holy Spirit took over me at that point because I couldn't even. So
now he's saying the Holy Spirit took over him while he catching this body. What?
I open the door, I see Draco choke with a knife into his neck. As I open the door, Geronimo lets him go. So now Draco comes into the shower with us. Chrisean in the back praying. I'm trying to tell Draco, like, bro, look.
There's no way Chrisean is praying. I'm sorry, but I've seen how this woman operates on a day-to-day. I've seen her on the phone with Neon. There's 0% chance she was praying at any point in this whole thing. This is nonsense.
I'm sorry. I know you told me that you had a weird feeling, and I told you to disregard it, but we gonna do what we got.
That's just my opinion, allegedly.
I do to get up out of here.
So he was in y'all room at this point?
No.
Or y'all was still in the shower
Yeah, Draco came into the shower where me and Chrisean was. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm telling him, just reassuring him, like, look, bro, we gonna be good. Just trust me.
Wait, how is this situation even happening? Why do they have a stranger in their vicinity?
So the plan was I was going to go first. Draco was going to go second. Chrisean was going to go third. I'm going to go first because I'm like, all right, if you're going to hit somebody, hit me with the knife, cool. Ain't going to get that deep. We downtown LA, skate to the nearest hospital, we good. So that was the plan. When I came out, I threw my clothes at him. He fighting my clothes. That bought me enough time to get to that staircase. That staircase was right next to like the showers, basically, the showers in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, they couldn't just call the cops?
I'm so scared. I'm not even running. I'm jumping down flights of steps, jumping. So I ultimately get to my car. When I get to my car, I grab something, come back in the building. I'm trying to get into the building, and it's a lot of commotion going on. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, so people were like, what's going on? What's going on? What's all of this noise? So I asked somebody to open the door because you have to have a key to get into the building. When I get the door open, all I see is Chrisean and Yo fighting over the knife. Like, she choking him and he choking her. And they fighting over the knife. I can't make this up. It's the real truth. It's how I'm here today to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I look up, and one thing led to another. And that was that for real.
Oh, so you gave us all of that information. You got a whole Bible study going on. And then one thing led to another when we're actually talking about the murder. I'm calling cap. Bullshit.
He ain't hit him.
He gone.
Okay. So pretty much you, Chrisean, and Draco pretty much saw him just take his last breath in that building.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously you were arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Until they figured out everything. So what they ended up charging you with to get 8 months?
So I was charged with murder, but in the state of California, they got justifiable and self-defense. So due to the fact that this individual behavior was so erratic, I was able to justify my harm with self-defense.
Okay.
So I was acquitted of the murder, and the DA asked me to cop to possession of a firearm, which is a misdemeanor in the state of California, and possession of a high-capacity magazine, which is a felony in the state of California. So she asked me to plead to those. 16 months with half. I was already 4 months in the door. Do 4 more months, I go home. And so you hear...
Bro, he even looked shiesty even like saying this, bro. What the fuck?
8 months. From 25 to life, I was happy.
Yeah, I would too.
Shit ain't adding up to me. But anyway, okay, according to our guy, all right?
So he says when he walks in, they're fighting over the knife. So if Chrisean is fighting over the knife, did Chrisean get stabbed? I mean, I get what people are saying. Oh, Chrisean has spoken. They said Chrisean's going off. Let me hear this. Let's hear this. Listen to this.
Talking about Quran, yada, 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 open investigation. Bro, that got nothing to do with me. His death has nothing to do with me. Yes, he made my life about him. Why? Because he needed money. He was desperate. But guess what? He was high. He was on perks. He was on Molly. He was on lean. He was drinking. Where was his parents then? Where was his family then? Nobody was holding Quran accountable. Falsely claiming my son while high as fuck. Nobody held him accountable. Nobody was trying to save him before he died. Nobody was trying to save Karan before he died, bro. Because you sit over there, you act like y'all wasn't trafficking the drugs through his basement, which was his mom basement. Like, y'all keep trying to put this narrative out, and then I keep being quiet because I low-key love Karan. And boom, they talking about Karan, yada, 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 open, and I got respect for his family. But when y'all not trying to, like, really say what really happened, say what's really going on, that's what's making me mad for real, because I'm sitting at the gym. I lie to you not. I'm sitting at the gym. I answer my phone. I tell them, come in. There's investigators. They're like, hey, we know you didn't do it. We got his phone. Yada, yada, yada. We're recording this. Yeah, record it all. Record it all. Because y'all need to put the end to it. Y'all need to find out who really killed that man. I'm tired of that. Keep trying to, like, everybody ride on my coattail for controversy. Yes, it's getting on my nerves. And I got respect for his family. But when y'all not trying to, like, really say what really happened, all these trolls keep talking about Karan. He's dead.
Oh, shit.
He is dead, bro. Y'all never asked me not one time how did I feel about it? Did it hurt me? Did it move me? At that point, I already stopped loving him. Not like that. When he died, I had no feelings in my body because it was like that person was trying to kill me before he left. Real shit. He really was. He was trying to diminish my character, my image. He was trying to clout chase off of my son that I love the most. Like, people be doing stuff and don't know what be actually the after effect. What? All y'all sound dumb, bro. All y'all sound dumb, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of evil attacking me at one time, bro, and I don't fuck with it, bro. And all these trolls keep talking about Karan. He's dead.
Interesting. I don't know, man.
Friend of the channel, mostly friend of the channel, you know, sometimes we scared of the guy, but according to WAC 100, okay, and the exposers, alongside the refusal to give Ronnie a DNA test, Chrisean might well have been the actual person who pulled the trigger on Geronimo. This is what WAC's saying. I'm not saying it.
This is why Ronnie was upset. She won't give anybody a DNA test, which she has never denied sexual activity with Ronnie.
Well, do Blueface's parents ever get the child, like babysitting or anything?
No.
Okay, because I was going to say, can't Blueface's parents do a DNA test with the child to see
She ain't.
But you could do that, right?
Yeah.
Like Blueface's mom.
But here's the thing, bro.
Do a DNA test with a baby to see if she's related to the baby.
Here's the thing. Like, let's screw all the fun, the games. If you're a female, you're telling me this is the father, right? It shouldn't be a problem doing a DNA test.
Right.
Right?
What's the big deal?
The only time a female is going to be hesitant with that is if it's some possibilities that it may be something else going on. Right? So, I know dude had a court date on the 10th, and I believe this was the court date against him, whatever happened in the mall. Maybe a violation of his probation or whatever he's on. I've heard that he was making threats about exposing some things. He actually went to jail for a murder behind Rock.
I heard that.
But he always kind of insinuated that he wasn't the one did the murder, right? Or whatever he was getting to. So, you know, I don't know, man. They say it was a targeted hit. Time will tell. You know, I hope there isn't any foul play on Rock's side. There's obviously some foul play because we got a man dead.
Right.
What do you mean targeted here? I heard they was all doing Bible studies and praying in the street. Chrisean Rock's just a good old church girl, right? What are we talking about here? No, surely not. Surely not. No, they was all praying.
Informant status to be dropped so she can get justice for her dad. Talk about why?
Alligator, I could have cried. I just did what a real nigga did. Jay Marsh handled it. That's all I got to say. And they on it.
I'm sorry, but there's more behind the story. She apparently always abused the dog. She's a liar. She ain't no John Wick, I'll tell you that much. She had something to do
Wait, if people thinking that Chrisean's like a psychopath?
with that dog's death, I promise you that much. She hadn't thought up a lie for that yet. This poor baby died. He was always protecting her.
Hurt my loved one. This person hurt my family. And you don't want to say what happened? Because we'll stand behind you, Chrisean. Oddly enough, that I'll stand behind you on. Who hurt your dog? But you can't, can you? See, Chrisean can't say what happened to her dog because I don't know. Her story sounds a little crazy, right? Somebody came in my house, leave it to God. Your story sounds crazy. And then after what I found online and a few clips from X, Twitter, and
Yeah. All right. I'm kind of sold on the conspiracy. Damn, I didn't know Chrisean was there when her boyfriend killed the person. But even by his story to Tasha K, sound like Chrisean would have did the killing. He said when he walked in the room, Chrisean is struggling for the knife with the guy. Anyway. What else is going on? Yeah, I see the female act.